What's good, y'all? I'm back. All right, check this out. Now, the first two videos, y'all heard about me, turning myself in. And the second video, you heard about me and a bitch fighting up in Kentucky because I was on a tour. Well, this picks up. You know what I'm saying? This picks up. I'm still on tour. Now, let me explain me to you real quick. At a point, like right now, I'm settled. I'm chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my grown woman shit. But before, I was a wild ass girl. I was wild in a motherfucker. And I was still a soul out your shoes while they're on your feet tied tight. You know what I'm saying? But they got to be expensive shoes. I don't like that cheap shit. So, I left Kentucky. I was on my way to Oklahoma. Now, something I got to explain to you. I said before, I got hit with 79 counts. And I pulled up all my counts to, try to tell y'all. But I was up like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I was up like $1 million. What my hustle of choice was at that moment, banks. I used to go on banks and get they fucking money. And that was my thing. And I was happy doing that shit. A lot of people, when I got indicted, a lot of people didn't know what I was into because I had a management company, which I have a management company now. I had a management company. I had books. I had a publishing deal. And I was, I'm quiet with my shit. I'm sneaky. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm sneaky. But so when I got indicted and people seeing this shit come down, motherfuckers could not believe it. But all the books, the music, all that shit was up front for what my real hustle was. My real hustle was banks. And what I did from 9 in the morning to 4 in the fucking afternoon, I was in your city in a bank with somebody's fucking credit card that I created with an ID that I created, getting somebody's fucking money. And from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., when the fucking malls closed, I was in the mall shopping, getting orders. I got hit with a corrupt organization charge. Why I got hit with a corrupt organization charge? Because I had this shit organized. You know what I'm saying? It was organized. I had cars in different cities. I had places to live in different cities. I'm talking about, I didn't have to worry about where I was going to park my car because I'd get the fuck out of the car and just leave it on the street and go on about my fucking business. I'm talking about, I had people such as Apple. Like right now, I can't even own an Apple phone in my name. You know what I'm saying? I can't own no Apple products in my name because they filed charges against my ass. I had the banks filing charges against me. I had all these entities. Listen, every fucking car rental place that you could think of had a case against my ass. Had a case against me. And this shit was crazy when I seen how much shit was against me. So this is why I was so nervous after leaving Kentucky. It wasn't the fucking fight. It was, I know I got all these charges coming up against me. Now, another thing y'all don't know is I did not get caught doing anything. A bitch told on me. You know what I'm saying? A raggedy, long neck, long nose, long faced ass bitch told on me. Bitch told on me. And the reason she told on me is because she was fucking with a dude who didn't want to fuck with her. And the bitch told. The bitch told. And how she knew my name? I don't want to say how I got caught because I turned myself in clearly. How she knew my name off a fucking book I wrote. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. So I just want y'all to know this. I never once got caught doing shit during this part. Now we still on the jail part. I went on the run 3 times. We ain't even got to me being on the run yet. So I just want to let y'all know this. So all these charges that I had against me, by the time I got to Oklahoma, when I'm leaving Kentucky, Oklahoma wanted absolutely nothing to do with me because my charges that I was facing in Pennsylvania would eat up anything that I had done in Oklahoma. Them motherfuckers patted me on my back and said, bitch, get the fuck from around here and don't come back. Which takes me to Pennsylvania, my final stop. Now, mind you, I haven't been brought up. I know, you know what I'm saying, from the news and everything, what charges I'm seeing. But I don't know for real every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm scared. I'm scared to the point my heart is in my pussy. I'm scared. So when I get to Pennsylvania, first of all, let's talk about this shit. Let's talk about motherfucking Pennsylvania. I done miscarried in fucking Kentucky. I'm on this extradition bus, little van, little truck, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It was just so inhumane. I get to Pennsylvania, they bring us in. This is my final stop. I'm intake now. You know what I'm saying? So I get down off the van, my whole little cute little jogging suit that I felt so beautiful in and all this other shit. This shit is so fucking dirty and nasty at this point. I felt like one of them bitches who had been on them buses for days, which I had been. When we get off the bus, I'm shackled. My hands are shackled to my waist, you know, because this is how they got us shackled so we won't run. And my ankles is shackled together. So when I step down, my clumsy big ass falls. Fuck my leg up. I'm talking about, I don't mean just, you know, I mean like denting my shit. Bust my shit open. Like I really needed stitches on my shit. Fuck me up. Did I get medical treatment? Not at all. They take me inside of this fucking building. We have to come in through the little garage. It's a garage. When you get to ACJ, you have to go through the back and you drive up under a building. It's a big ass parking lot, you know, with all these police cars. ACJ stands for Allegheny County Jail. To those of you who don't know, it's the Allegheny County Jail. You will hear this term a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk. I got so many motherfucking stories about this. However, the van pulls in up under the building and officers come out to get your ass. You know, they not helping you out neither. If you fall out, bust your motherfucking head, that's on you. You know, that's really on you. They don't give a fuck. You are no longer a human being. You are property. And you are the lowest property in the fucking world. A lot of these officers and COs forget that inmates are people who just so happen to be criminals. But these motherfuckers think these are criminals that just so happen to be people. They look at us like bullshit just because of their fucking job. Not knowing these motherfuckers got DUIs, all type of shit, pedophiles, all type of shit going on in the background. However it goes, I'm shackled at my waist, shackled at my ankles, I fall down on the ground. You know what I'm saying? I gotta crawl. Now I got an attitude. You know what I'm saying? Now I got an attitude. I'm looking at motherfuckers like, so y'all just not gonna help me? These motherfuckers ain't thinking about my ass. Miss, go to the door. You know what I'm saying? That's how they direct my ass. Miss, go to the door. Are we gonna have a problem with you? I was appalled. I didn't know what to say. I get up through the doors and it's this little room. You know what I'm saying? It's this little room. They want you to stand there with your hands cuffed, so they take the cuff off. You got to turn around, you know what I'm saying? Turn around, face the wall, so they could take the cuffs off your fucking feet. You know what I'm saying? Now they want to kick your shoes. You got to kick your shoes off. You got to take your shoes off, and you got to put your feet, you know, let them see the bottom of your feet. Here comes the strip search part. You know what I'm saying? A lady, since I'm just getting off this damn extradition van, I have to be strip searched because they don't know where I've been, even though these people done told them, and I've been in custody for 30 fucking days trying to get to them, going to all these different places. They don't want you bringing contraband into their prison, so they're gonna search me thoroughly. Mind you, I miscarried, so I got on a pad. I got on two pads. I got on these old ass panties that I had on this whole time we've been coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm just dirty. I'm stinky because ain't no showers. You know, ain't no showers on the road. And you're stopping and going and stopping and going and stopping. Ain't no shower. They don't give a fuck about you doing none of this. You know, however it goes, it's time for the strip search. All right? When you take your socks and shit off, you take your pants off. You take your shirt off. You know what I'm saying? When you take off each item, you got to shake that shit out. You got to shake it out. You got to take your bra. You know what I'm saying? Take your bra, lift it up. Well, you got to take it off, shake it out. They tell you lift it up in the other place. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. Then you got to be asshole naked. Mind you, I'm arguing with the lady. I'm telling her, ma'am, I miscarried. I'm bleeding. This bitch did not give a fuck. Didn't give a fuck at all. My bleeding had nothing to do with her. This bitch tell me to take off my underwear and my pad. When she tell me to take off my underwear and pad, she want me to bend over. She want me to squat, bend over, spread my butt cheeks, and fucking cough. Listen, A strip search will humble the fuck out of you. A strip search will humble the fuck out of you. I'm bleeding. I'm fucking bleeding. Bitch, you just told me to bend over, spread my ass, and cough. I'm talking about that dirty ass floor now became red. You know, embarrassing. And mind you, a dude, an inmate got to come clean this shit up. And then they don't give a fuck because they want to yell out there, we need clean up, it's blood in here and this, that, and the third. They know I'm being strip searched. Embarrassing as fuck. So after this, they don't put me in no inmate uniform or whatever. I have to go into the booking area because this is where I belong. You know what I'm saying? So I got to put back on my regular clothes. They give me 2 pads, put back on them same fucking panties. They got a holding room. Now let me tell you this. I've seen a lot of crackheads in my motherfucking life. But I ain't never seen no crackheads like the motherfuckers in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh have the worst motherfucking crackheads in the world. And a crackhead is going to be a crackhead no matter where they at. They're going to be crackheading. They're going to be doing some crackhead ass shit. Now you got bitches in there in this holding room that the police brought in. So they don't have to go through strip search and everything because some of them finna be bonded out. Not everybody is going upstairs. Whoever is going upstairs, it's a process. And what they don't tell you is they don't have a timely manner to get your ass up out that booking room. So your ass can be there for days. You had a couple of bitches in there that was for days. One bitch said she was in there for 3 days, but guess what? All 3 of the motherfucking days, this bitch was high. Because when I got there, she was higher than a kite. I ended up doing time with her. We'll talk about her later. Okay, let me describe this room. It's glass doors all the way around. So they just put me in a room. It's about 15 other females in there. And I'm looking at them like I do not belong with these bitches. I don't look shit like them. You see meth addicts, you see crack addicts. You see one bitch, her titties was so fucking long. It was cold outside. She had on like a maxi dress and her titties was long as fuck. And I walked past this bitch and she smelled like wolf pussy. I don't know what the fuck she was doing when they picked her up, but whatever she was doing, she need not to do it ever again. However it goes, it's windows, it's thick like bulletproof glass around this whole room, and the COs can see you. No matter where you at, you always got some disgruntled ass bitches, and quite naturally these hoes are disgruntled because they're in jail, you know. So the floor was freshly painted. You could smell the paint. Now whoever painted the floor, like they put polyurethane on top of this floor. These motherfuckers did not sweep the floor. So this paint, whatever dirt was on the floor, whatever dirt, hair, grime, lint, whatever was there, they painted over the shit. So this is how my evening started out. Now, I really did nothing in this booking room but sit there and watch everything that was going on. You had a bitch who was in there screaming to the top of her lungs, ACO! ACO! Ain't nobody paying no attention to her. Apparently she was there for spitting on a police officer. You know what I'm saying? So about after an hour of her screaming for the CO, somebody finally came, opened the door like, what the fuck do you want? And this is exactly what they said. What the fuck do you want? How long I'm supposed to be up in here? I've been in here for 2 days. They said, well, tell us your name. The bitch was in there under a John Doe. She spit on a police officer. They arrested her, and she would not give them her name. So, I mean, she wasn't John Doe. It was Jane Doe. She was in there under a Jane Doe. So they had her ass sitting up in there. So she still wouldn't get a CO her name. You know what I'm saying? So the CO told her, like, man, give us your name. And it's Jane Doe. So the CO like, I ain't got time to play with you. Tell me why this bitch haul off and spit at the CO. The bitch hauled off and spit at the CO. They came in there, put on a spit mask on her face, put her ass in the chair, and set her outside the door so everybody else to see like they making an example. They ain't have to worry about me. You know what I'm saying? I did not want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want no smoke. I don't give a fuck what she did. She deserved it. Look, here's another thing. Her spitting at that CO, they use that as an excuse, like she could be spreading all type of STDs, germs, whatever the fuck they want to say. And they told the boys who was cleaning They always using the men to clean the jails. The boys who was cleaning downstairs on that tier where we was to come in and clean. So they pulled all of us out, put us in a single file line. We had to face the wall, and the boys went in there and cleaned. Now, here's the thing. These motherfuckers went in there and cleaned, all right? They just took bleach, pure bleach, and poured it on the floor. Now, I don't know if you ever been inside a holding cell, like a holding unit or what. There's no ventilation in there. There's no ventilation in there. They didn't use no water. They didn't use no pine salt. They just pour a pure bleach up in there and told us they ain't let the floor dry shit. So they told us to go back up in there. So now we up in there breathing in bleach fumes and getting our clothes even more fucked up. And they didn't give a fuck because they thought it was funny because the bitch spit at the fucking CO. So this is my first harsh reality of what jail was going to be like. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blue. They got a phone up in there. I'm on the phone constantly calling my people like, man, I just made it to ACJ. I go to court in the morning. Now, I see the CO come. And they put up notes. Boom, 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 boom on all the windows. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about they smacking them. So motherfuckers walking past. Y'all, this finna trip y'all out. Motherfuckers walking past, looking at the notes and shit and looking up in the room. But when they looking up in the room, these motherfuckers looking at me. So what is this? So one of the white girls go over there and she turned back around. She like, yo. She was like, who up in here got a no contact order? What? Robinson. She was like, who named Robinson? I'm like, man, they put a fucking no contact order on me. Supposedly the girl who told on me, she was upstairs in the fucking jail. She was upstairs in the jail. And when I got there, the bitch she told them like, she was cooperating with the police. You know what I'm saying? She was cooperating with the police. So when I was to be captured, I was not to have any contact with her because supposedly I'm this high-ranking gang member. And she was fearful of her life. She told them I came to her house after she initially told them I came to her house. She told all this shit on me. You know what I'm saying? So this bitch got a soup waiting on my ass. She finna hook me the fuck up. So the COs and shit, they extra shitty with me. Because they feel like I'm finna come up in a jail and cause problems all the time. I'm just trying to get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, a crackhead is gonna be a crackhead no matter where they at. The white girl who went over there and found out my name is Robinson and I got this no contact order, she go to the toilet. So when she go to the toilet, she called her homegirl over there. Her homegirl is white. Her homegirl got sores from the top of her head to the bottom of her raggedy, dusty, crusty ass feet. And why the fuck she had on these flip-flops in this fall weather, this winter weather, I have no clue to this day. I'm pretty sure she was out there selling pussy. Because the other bitch who called, come to find out, she got booked for sucking a handicapped dude dick in an alley. He was in a wheelchair and she was giving him head. He was in a wheelchair, she was giving him head. And the police rolled up on her ass. You know? And so the dude who was in the wheelchair, he told the police she was raping him. This is, can't make this shit up. This is like a real life story. However it go, she had stuffed her bundle inside her pussy. So she called the other chick over there to help her get it out. Now, mind you, there is no bathrooms in these booking cells. It's just a toilet that's sitting there, so all your business is out there. The bitch had shoved this bundle so far up in her. Bundle, let me be clear for the people who don't know, a bundle is a bundle of dope. You know what I'm saying? The bitch had shoved the shit so far up in her, she decides she needs to take a shit in order to get it out. I just wanted to leave. I just wanted to leave. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no food. I'm in here with these fucking crackheads. Everybody either nodding out. I'm talking about they in paradise. They in heaven. They used to this shit, but I'm not. I'm finna fast forward this a little bit. Next morning come, I go to court. Now how I have to go to court is they gotta come in Robinson. You know what I'm saying? They gotta shackle me, and I don't go out the building to go to court. I gotta go stand in front of the TV because I have court on the television. That's how they do court in Pennsylvania. So finally, I get up there. You know, they call my case. I'm standing in front of the thing. I'm nervous as fuck. The judge look at my docket. He looked back up at the screen, looked back at my docket. He asked me, did I have a lawyer? I told him, yeah, I had already lawyered up. You know what I'm saying? I knew what I was facing. I had already lawyered up. I told him, yeah. So he read out my charges, and he tell me I have to come back to court for a preliminary. You know, I'm gonna have to come back to court for a preliminary, and he set my bond. He told me when I come back, I need to have my lawyer with me. He set my bond. Boom. I can make bond. I had that money on me. You know what I'm saying? I had that money on me. I can make bond. Baby. I walk out that motherfucking courtroom. Mind you, I already got handcuffs on my motherfucking wrist because they came and got me from the holding cell. They don't want me running and being disgruntled and all this other goofy ass shit because, mind you, I'm this high-ranking gang member. It's 3 niggas. Excuse me. 3 white niggas. Dressed like fake-ass men in black. They got on these blue windbreakers. They got on jeans. They got on white shirts, and they got on glasses. Crew cuts, like, you know what I'm saying? White dudes look like they're in the Navy or some shit, taller than a motherfucker. So when I come out, I'm thinking I'm finna go hop on this phone, call my folks, get me the fuck up out of here. I got money on here. I don't know if I can do it, but you know, I gotta get up out of here. I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Now they gonna let me go? Shit, I don't got no point of tapping out. You know, first you feel defeated because you don't know what the fuck is going on, but they just gave me a bond. I got bond money. I got bond money. I don't gotta stay here. I don't gotta go through this. I don't have to do none of this. Man, when I walk up out of that fucking place and them people say Cecilia Robinson, yes, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker told me, put your hands up so we can cuff you up. The fuck you mean, put my hands up so you can cuff me up? I'm already in jail. What the fuck you want from me, blood? My firstborn child? What do you mean? These motherfuckers tell me, we don't want a problem. Put your hands up so we can cuff you up. Man, you already got cuffs. I put my hands up as much as I possibly could because I wasn't cuffed from the back. I was cuffed from the front. Put my hands up as possibly could. A CO uncuffed me. These motherfuckers slap a belt around my waist, shackle my arms to my waist, and tell me they are federal agents. And they escort me out, telling me, first of all, let me tell you how to do you. These motherfuckers tell me they sorry. They sorry that, you know, I had to be escorted the way I did. They really trying to cut that part out. Yeah, right. They take me downstairs. They put me in the car. I get in the car with 2 of them. They put me in the back seat. They take me to the federal building. I get out the car. You know what I'm saying? They talk to me the whole time like they're my fucking friends. Imagine, these people, when I was in court, they didn't say shit about no feds. They didn't say shit about no feds. When we get to that building, you know what I'm saying? My heart is in my pussy. I'm talking about it's trying to escape. I ain't know. I'm just like, Lord Jesus. I ain't seen my lawyer. I ain't talked to my lawyer. I know I sent the money off to this motherfucker, and now the feds got me. This is a whole different ball game. I get out the car. We go upstairs to a room. We go upstairs and they talking to me. You know, they was how was the trip? I heard it's pretty bad. You know, once again, we apologize. We just want to ask you some questions. We want to talk to you. I'm saying you can talk to us if you want to, or you could get a lawyer and all this other shit. I'm talking about going through the whole spiel, and I'm not saying anything. I'm scared. Shit, it is what it is. I'm scared. We get on the elevator, we go up. They place me in this room. They put me in a room. Nice little office room, you know what I'm saying? So this bitch walk in. I'll never forget this bitch face. I'll never forget her skinny, long nose ass motherfucking face. Duck mouth ass bitch. She walk in and she got on a nice little skirt suit that's too fucking big for a big head ass bitch. She sit down. Her hair is auburn, you know, white chick. Just sit down, all sedity and shit. Cross her legs. Bitch don't speak. You know what I'm saying? She's too good to speak. She's too fucking good to speak. So she sits there. And so then they bring in another officer walk in. One of the dudes who came and got me, he walk in. And then another dude walk in pushing a big ass tray. On this tray is all these fucking files. I swear to God, it was so many fucking files. So I'm looking like, the fuck? These motherfuckers say, so we just brought you here because we want to know some things. So I was like, I don't have anything to tell you. This motherfucker go on the file and put out a picture of me inside the bank. He go on the file, pull out a picture of me. He said, listen, that's you. We already know this is you. And I swear, that picture, I remember that day. I was so motherfucking happy. I hit for $10,000 in that bank. $10,000 in that bank off 4 different cards. You know, the manager signed off on the shit and everything. I was a happy ass. I'm talking about I was smiling so big. I had on my little Giuseppe shoes and everything. I was in that bitch, fly to the motherfucker. Hair had just got done. You know what I'm saying? I had went to Rapunzel Me over in Baltimore and got my shit done. I remember that day. Baby, he pointed to that motherfucking picture and said, this is you. And I just look at him. He was like, so, I'm going to ask you again. Is there anything you want to tell us? I said, yeah, can you call my lawyer? He was like, your lawyer? Yes, can you call my lawyer? I have a lawyer. Can you call him? I don't want to talk to you. Can you call my lawyer? He was like, okay, well, I guess we're done here. Yes, the fuck we are. We're done right here. Right here. There's nothing more to talk about. So he come back. Look, the boy come back. He go out there. You can hear him telling the other guy like, yeah, she lawyered up. She don't want to talk to us. So the bitch is still sitting there. She burning. Her excuse me, y'all, I'm not racist. I'm just calling this bitch as I see it. Her pale face ass was red than a motherfucker. And that's when she introduced herself. I'm going to tell you about her later because this has a lot to do with my case. Look, her face red as hell. She introduced herself. You know what I'm saying? So I really ain't got shit to say with her. So dude come back up in there and he was like, yeah, well, you know, since you don't want to talk to us, I guess we'll take you back. He was like, you have really nice social media. Let me tell y'all something. To all you motherfuckers that like posting shit on social media, they're booking motherfuckers off social media. Because a lot of the things that I had done was on social media. They identified me. They identified me by my tattoos of my social media. They identified me by shoes off my social media. They identified me by purchases off my social media. So while all y'all motherfuckers trying to be flashy and all this other shit, they booking motherfuckers off their social media. I'm just letting you know. So he told me, he was like, you write books, huh? I just sat there looking at him. Like, I'm not finna help you do your motherfucking job. You know what I'm saying? You went to school for this shit. I'm not finna help you do your job. If you're gonna book me, motherfucker, you gonna work for it. Because guess what? You putting all these stripes on my ass, and who's to say I can get out of jail and go out here and get a motherfucking job that's worth something? I know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ask your ass to come help me hustle, so don't ask me to help you do your motherfucking job. I didn't sign up for that shit. And I meant that from the bottom of my heart. I just looked at him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, you gonna stop talking? Get my taxi, please. Send me back. Man, they couldn't do shit. So they take me back over there. But this would not be the last time I saw them. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna get to that. They take me back over to the building. I get on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I get on the phone. I call my folks. Yo, I got a bond. I tell them what happened. I don't know where I'm at. I need you to come and get me. You know what I'm saying? I need you to come and get me. And it's a lot of these famous rappers. I'm not even gonna say their name. Them motherfuckers showed up and showed out and made sure they came out there and got my ass. You know what I'm saying? They came out there and got me. Long story short. What they did, now my lawyer's calling up to the jail the whole fucking time. You know what I'm saying? The lawyer's calling up to the jail the whole fucking time to see where I'm at. Because he know I'm there. Tell me why these motherfuckers got me sitting up in that fucking room. For 3 fucking days and telling my lawyer that I had been released. They telling my people that I had been released. I hadn't been upstairs. I ain't had no toothbrush. I hadn't had a shower. And I'm bloody as fuck because I'm still bleeding. They set me in that room just because I would not tell something. They set me in there with all them other motherfucking crackheads. One of the bitches OD up in there. You know what I'm saying? They brought the bitch up in there. She OD. They finally released the bitch who spit on the CO. She finally got a name. They released her ass. You got a bitch up in there who don't even know her fucking name. She don't even know she in jail. She's so fucking high. You know, they got me sitting up in there telling these motherfucking people I ain't there. I was not in their system. They kept telling them people I was not in their system. My folks was calling up that manager. I'm calling him from the phone. Telling him, yo, come get me. These people, my bond is paid. My bond was paid. I ain't saying my bond was paid. My bond was paid. These motherfuckers said they had released me. And they kept me in that fucking room. Kept me in that room, even though they kept coming back. You know what I'm saying? Looking at me, smiling. But they kept me in that motherfucking room because I wouldn't talk. Because I would not fucking talk. Finally, a CO. I get her attention. She was downstairs. I get her attention. I say, Miss, look, my bond is paid. I don't know why I'm still sitting here. I show her my wristband because they give you a wristband. I show her my band and say, look, can you figure out why the fuck I'm still sitting here? At this point, my folks had came from Chicago, was on his way there. Him and her, I mean, God was working at this point. She went and she looked and she came back and told me, she was like, they had you released already. I was like, I'm sitting right here. I was like, can you please get me out of here? She was like, I'm going to do the best. She was working overnight. You know what I'm saying? She was working overnight. She said, I'm going to do the best I can to get you up out of here. And when I say that bitch came through, and I still fuck with her to this day. To this day. When I say she came through, the motherfuckers released me at 2 a.m. At 2 a.m. in the motherfucking morning in downtown Pittsburgh. And didn't give a fuck about me. Didn't give a fuck about me. I don't know if y'all know how downtown Pittsburgh is, but downtown Pittsburgh is the dirtiest, crackhead, infested, meth addict, addicted, nastiest place in the whole fucking world. I ain't never seen nobody's downtown look like that. If you homeless, go downtown Pittsburgh. They got you. You got a nice sidewalk to lay on. Rain, sleet, hella snow. And they don't give a fuck out there. Police standing on the corner, you got police a question, the motherfuckers not even gonna answer you. Just so happened, when they released me, the CEO, she was getting ready to leave. My folks had came up there. So I was, he met me outside. And the CEO, she was getting ready to go on break. You know what I'm saying? She was getting ready to go on break. And she took us to the Greyhound station. I got on the Greyhound. I had a loft in Philly. I hadn't seen my loft because I was living in Philly when all this shit happened. I had a loft in Philly. We got on the Greyhound to Philly. I went to my loft, and that was the last time I seen my loft because they had kicked in my door, raided my crib, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They had kicked in my door, raided my crib, seized they seized so much of my shit. They took so much. They took everything from me. Here's the thing. Hustling, when you hustle, that shit is when you getting shit, when you getting money and you flossing and all the jewelries, the diamonds, the cars, all this shit, it feels good. But when that shit comes down and they take every fucking thing that you took, when they take all that shit away and you don't have nothing or nobody, you know what I'm saying? Reality starts setting in, but it ain't setting in for my dumb ass right then and there. I'll tell you about that next story. But I went to my loft. That was the last time I seen it. I packed up what I could, went to the airport, you know what I'm saying? Went to the airport, got on a flight, and went to Chicago and got ready for my next adventure, which was some more jail time. And with that, I'm going to let y'all go.